Hey everybody, it's Rachel with Rachel Q Stitches and welcome to my channel. Today is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025, and this is Flosstube number 125. Thank you so much for watching today. If you're new here, this is a channel mostly about cross stitch. I may throw in some quilting or crochet or other stitchy goodness. Sometimes I'll throw in a little bit of life going on, but for the most part, my channel is all cross stitch. So if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. New people, welcome. If you're not subscribed, please do so. I really appreciate it. It really helps my channel grow and helps get out the word about cross stitch. Okay, so what have I been stitching? I haven't filmed in a while. My husband was off for Mardi Gras, and so he was off for a whole week, so I got no stitching done, and so no video. I feel like it's been, I think it was the end of February, the last time I filmed. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about my February whip go stitching, and then I'll get into my March stitching. I'm hoping really soon that I can get back into my weekly floss tubes. So anyway, all right, so let's start with, I have my stuff over here, so I will be reaching. The last of my February whip go stitching was Mini Patchwork Quilt Room. This is it right here. This is a chart by Heaven and Earth Designs. I did get the mini version. Y'all have to forgive me. I don't remember the artist, but if I think about it, I'll put it along here somewhere. So I got in 215 stitches, and I have a total of 4.41% done. And this is it right here. I think I did this part right here. I want to say that's what I did. It's been a long time. So this is it right here. I think I'm about halfway across the bottom. I am just continuing to do what I'm doing on all of my full coverage pieces, and that is finding all of those little tiny, you see them, those little confetti stitches, those little ninja stitches, picking them out and trying to finish off the thread. This is I believe this is 18 count Aida. And I know in the last video I said I was converting all of my full coverage to tent stitches, and I don't know what these things are gonna look like when I'm done, but after about a week of doing tent stitches, I decided to, for the most part, for most of them, I think there might be one other I'm gonna stick with tent stitch because I'm sticking with cross stitches. It's just too much for me to try to remember. So anyway, so it is 2/1 using DMCs. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So that was February stitching, February whip go. My March whip go is an artsy piece. No. Yeah, it is. It's an artsy piece. It's, let me look right here. It is Mini Hydrangea Garden Gate. Now, I love that this was chosen for March because I originally started this in honor of my mom's birthday because she loved the color blue and I love hydrangeas. And so I originally started this on her birthday, which is tomorrow. And so, hold on. Well, I'm gonna finish talking. So anyway, so I was excited that this was called for March. So anyway, so I'm gonna see where it is. It's not in my stack. Hold on. Okay, I found it. Did you know I had a pause button on my camera on my phone? Did not know that, just discovered it. Anyway, so this is Mini Hydrangea Garden Gate by Artsy. And I am all the way to the end. Look at that, all the way across the top. I worked all this green right here. Let me move this little black thread. I worked all of this side. I did a total of 785 stitches. So this is a whip go piece. My whip go pieces, I work on each one for 2 weeks, and then I switch, and then, well, half of the month. So whatever the month is, 15 days, you know. And then I try to, every time I pick it up, get about 100 stitches. If I can count the stitches, if it's in Pattern Keeper. If it's not, I get an hour. So this is it. So I got 785 stitches, and I am now at 7.84% done. My son just walked in the house and scared the living daylights out of me. My son who used to live here, my oldest son, he's on his way to work and he had a package, so he grabbed it. Hold on, let me get a drink here. I'm facing the TV. I'm facing the door, but I can't see the door. I'm sorry, y'all. This has freaked me out. I'm gonna have to see what my face looks like. Anyway, let me start over. Mini hydrate your garden gate. 785 stitches for a total of 7.84% done. And this is also on an 18 count Aida. Most of my full coverages are on 18 count easy grid. That's it right there. Love it. Oh, it's finally starting to come together. I was excited to work on this piece and I really wanted to finish it. Not finish the thing, but you know, keep working on it because it was so much fun, y'all. I'm still... Anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. The next Whipco piece was Princess Eliana. This is a Mirabilia design, but I am doing this conversion right here that makes her more of an African American. I'm doing this for my daughter, and I started this, I don't know, y'all, how long ago did I start this thing? I started this, and I jokingly told her, it'll be finished for your 25th birthday, y'all. She turns 25 next year. I need to get moving on this thing. So it might become every 17th of the month, because her birthday is May 17th, every 17th of the month piece. And so I can maybe get some work done before her birthday. Anyway, so let's look at this. I worked on this for 1 hour because I just picked it up one day. I just started stitching again yesterday. So anyway, so this is her right here. I worked on her face and hair. So I already had this part, lighter part of her skin done. And I started on the shadow right here and then getting into her hair. Oh, so there's a lot of blank spots. Those are for beads. I can't wait to put those on. I'll probably end up doing those last. And then of course, this was for back stitching her face. She's so pretty, so very pretty. And can't wait to get more work done on her. So I'm excited about putting an hour into her because it does have a lot of, you know, nice big blocks of color. You know, I get a lot done in an hour. So I'm pretty thrilled about that. It's not like my full coverage where I feel like, you know, now my husband's calling, but he just hung up. Anyway, that is, y'all, this video is going to be all over the place. I was really hoping for a smooth video today. I don't know what my husband wanted. Anyway, so that is Princess Eliana Mirabilia Designs with a conversion done. And I will link, I'll try to remember to link the conversion group because it is in the conversion group on Facebook. That's where I got it from. All right. I feel like I need to breathe. Anyway, my next piece is a piece that I try to do for 25, 30 minutes a day. I'm going to say I'm doing more 30 minutes a day. It's easier to set my timer that way. And that is a Made Amish Life. Now, this was originally done in 1987, Cross Stitch and Country Craft magazine. It was originally done as 3 pieces, and many people have stitched it as one big piece, much like this one right here. And if you are praying people, please pray that I find my chart. I have one of the magazines, and luckily it's the chart I'm working on. I can't find the book that it's in, and I can't find my 3 magazines that it's in. No idea, no idea. We're switching out my sewing room back to where it was before the kids moved in, now that they moved out. And so hopefully I find it, but we will see. Okay, I worked on this for 3 hours. Now the way that the pattern is, this particular piece, I'm in the middle section, the middle part, and it is actually 2 pages. And so I finished, except for the sign and the border, that other page. So now I get to just start on a new page. So no more flipping back and forth. So this is it right here. So I just filled in all those little stitches. I'm so excited to see this thing moving on. Like I said, I'm hoping to get 30 minutes in every day stitching on this. Now that I don't have to flip back and forth, and by flip back and forth, I have it on my iPad, so I'm just constantly going back and forth, back and forth. I'm hoping to really get moving on it. So there it is right there. It was an accident. My husband's phone call. Anyway, so that is a mid-Amish life. I love this piece. I still love it. I'm happy to get back on it. It's on a 36 count mystery, so I'm going to try to remember to tell y'all what all the stuff's on. It's on a 36 count mystery of something blue that I had bought when I first got back in the cross stitch. And when I wanted to do this piece, it was just perfect. So that's what it is. Okay, the next thing that I'm doing is the books of the Bible. This is by My Big Toe Designs. I started doing this. Originally saw Stitching Mommy doing it, and then Renewing Stitches is doing it, and she's doing hers as she reads through the Bible. And so I thought, well, that's perfect. I read through the Bible every year, and this year our church is doing the Bible recap as a church, and so I thought this would be perfect way to commemorate this. So I do two things. I read through my Bible and then I listen to it. So when I first wake up, I listen to it. And then later on in the day, I'll sit down and read it if I have a chance. If not, then I just continue with the listening through it. But as I listen to it, I've been stitching. So here we go. I don't remember if we had finished Numbers. We're about to finish Deuteronomy. And so I have this whole top part stitched. These little dots right here are marked 10 on the chart, the 10th square on the chart. So just so it helps me to count. And then it's a double border, so I didn't do that bottom border. I just did the 10th stitch of the bottom border, and I'll fill that in as I stitch. So I'm working. I haven't listened today, so when I listen, I'll go ahead and finish all this part. And then I think we finished Deuteronomy in like 2 or 3 days. And then I'll go ahead and stitch that while listening to the last day of it. So that's it right there. And you can see we have Job down here. So it is chronological, so you're going to see a lot of jumping around in what I'm stitching. So books of the Bible, I did 698 stitches. And I'm at a total of 8.87% done. And this is just some kind of mystery linen that I had that it's a 28 count. I know that much. I think it might be from Hobby Lobby. That's it right there. So it's been a lot of fun to stitch this while listening. And anyway, so let me tell you, if you're new here, I am doing the books of the Bible in purple. You'll notice on the chart, everything's done in brown. I am doing mine in different colors of purple, depending on the genre of the book. So I have a bunch of different fancy flosses in purple. I thought purple was royal, like Amy at Renewing Stitches said. And so yes, purple all the way. So that is what I'm doing there. Okay. And then the next thing, all right. Because I don't have enough to stitch in my lifetime, I decided to take on a lifetime project. In fact, it may be a project that I never finish, but I'm okay with it. I'm really, really okay with never finishing it. It's something I've been wanting to stitch just because it looked fun to stitch. It just looked fun to stitch. And I am talking about a stitching shelf, regular size, max color, by Heaven and Earth Design, artwork by Amy Stewart. So there was a sale going on. In fact, I think there's still a sale going on, Heaven and Earth Designs. I think it's going on till the 20th. And there it is. I did buy, hold on, let me, this count fabric I have. I have a 20 count Aida that I'm stitching this on. It is an Easy Grid Aida. It's a little different Easy Grid. Usually my Easy Grids, the grid will cover a whole square. This one goes in between, which I like, because when I grid, that's how I grid. I grid in between the squares, and so each little 10 by 10 has a circle around it. But it took me a while to get used to it. So this is a big piece. I had to use a 2-gallon Ziploc bag for it. And let me go right here. So my thinking is I'm gonna do like a lot of people do and stitch the seasons as I stitch it. And so spring starts in a couple of days. So I thought, well, let me just get started and just try to get 100 stitches a day. So it's a new start. I got 402 stitches for 0.11% done. And this is my start right here. So from my calculations, this will be the end of spring. And so my goal is to at least have one 10 by 10 all the way down completed. And I am using 2 threads at 20 count. I find that it's a better coverage. I started using 1 and I did not like it. So that's it right there. Lots of color changes. And it's made me rethink. Okay, so I have a master set of DMC. I stitch with a master set. And I love that. I love that I have it. I love that I can start any project and not have to kit anything up. But it has made me realize that I don't have a lot of the sets of my colors in my master set. I have them somewhere. It's just a matter of putting them in the master set. But it's also made me rethink how my master set is set up. And so I think what I'm redoing it, and I'm gonna have a separate video on that later on, but I'm redoing my master set away from bobbins. And that way I can start a project at any time. And if I feel like I need to kit it up, it'll be easier for me to kit up with a master set, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Craftin' Jamie, I think that's her name, gave me this idea. Her and also Nicola of Simply a Stitcher kind of threw me in this direction. So anyway, I'm going to be redoing my master set, hopefully have it done by my next Flosstube, and I'm going to do a Flosstube extra afterwards, kind of showing what my plans are. So anyway, but this project has made me realize that I really, as much as I love my master set and I still stitch from it, I need to like kind of reevaluate how I'm doing things. So anyway, on to the next piece. All right, so that's my new start. Yes, I don't know if that'll ever be done, but it's my new start. Okay, the next piece is my Pinker and Pumpkin houses. This is a mashup that I'm doing of all her houses. I'm working on the March house. This is this little green one right here. And I have decided to put in 1 hour a week. So I got in 2 hours. This is my March one right here. I just picked this green and kept stitching it. And then probably what I'll do is fill in, I want to at least finish this border, fill in this border. So this is what I have. I have January, February, and March right there. Now I'm trying to decide, if you watched me before when I talked about this in January, I'm going to be doing similar to a Hawk Run Hollow type of piece. I want to put a border around each piece, and I can't decide. I think in Hawk Runs, they're all the same color, but I can't decide if I want my border to be all the same color for each block or a color that complements the block. Whether it's I thought about picking a minor color that's in the block, you know, a color that doesn't show up as much. For instance, in this one, I might pick like the yellow, the gold color, just to kind of make it pop. So I don't know. If you have an idea, let me know, because I'm really trying to figure out what I want to do in that situation for that that particular piece. If I should go with one color to tie them all together, or a complementary color for each block. So anyway, all right. The next thing I worked on, I just picked this up yesterday for about a little over an hour. did 165 stitches. This is Autumn Street. This is my book. This is Autumn Street by My Brave Stitch right here. And like I said, I got 165 stitches and I'm at 18.68%. And I'm basically working in the center, but what I'm doing is I am picking the least amount of colors and just stitching whatever color has the least amount of stitches and stitching that. And so it's coming together. You can kind of see the little town. And so that's what I'm doing. And it's an easy stitch. It's on a 14 count Aida. So it's super, super easy to stitch. And I've been enjoying it. It's something that I can do if my husband and I are watching TV and I don't feel like crocheting. I can do this because it's just a super, super easy stitch. It's a lot of blocks of color. So anyway, and then the last thing I worked on was gathering eggs. And I worked on this for about an hour. And this is it. Let's see if I can, there, it goes like this, right here. I put in all those yellow stitches. I want to work on this for at least an hour a week until Easter. Just, gathering eggs. Figure why not, So an hour a week, maybe more, at least until Easter. Get some good stitching done in it. So anyway, so that is it. That's all of my stitching for this week, or for the last couple of weeks. Like I said, I hope to soon be able to get back to doing weekly Flosstubes because I miss them. I forgot how much I miss them. So I'm really hoping to get back into it. But anyway, if you're here, that's all you're here for, is the stitchy stuff. Thank you for watching. I'm going to talk a little bit about personal. There's not a whole lot going on. Like I said, my husband was off a week from Mardi Gras. We watched the girls. Saturday, they actually spent the night, Friday night, which is, they lived here. So it's, they've been here before. But our oldest granddaughter still sleeps with her parents. She's not even 2 yet. She'll be 2 April 17th. In fact, our youngest granddaughter just turned a year old. Y'all, the time has flown. Anyway, so she had to sleep with us, which was weird for all of us, weird for her. She wasn't, she knows the house, but obviously, she's never slept with us before. So I told my husband, I said, we need to work on when she comes to Granny and Pop's house, she needs to sleep in her own bed, but baby still wakes up once a night. And so we're not too sure. We'll figure that out. They're not going to spend the night that often until sleeping through the night happens. But anyway, but they spent the night Friday night. It was great. We had so much fun with them the whole day. Our daughter came over and, like I said, she'll be 24 this year. She turned immediately into a 5-year-old and sat there and played with the girls on the floor and got my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, to try salad. Just being the fun aunt. And so she had a lot of fun playing with them. It was a great day. And then they came and picked up the girls after work. Great time. So I think we're going to try to get them more Saturdays, so that they can get some stuff done. My daughter-in-law works. My son, that's just his day to get stuff done. And so they can get their stuff done and we can spend some time with the girls. Because, they lived with us for, 3 years, and so the oldest was here her whole life. They've both been here their whole lives, and Granny and Pops missed them. And so anyway, so I think we're going to try to get them on most Saturdays. I don't stitch much on the weekends anyway, just because we're busy. If my husband and I aren't out doing something, we have the girls. And so anyway, so I just thought, well, why not, Anyway, so that's about the extent of my life. I do have some news, but I can't share it just yet. But if you've been around, you might know what it is. But anyway, so we are having just a great time being empty nesters again. So it's been really fun. But anyway, Thanks again for watching. I appreciate each one of you for being here. I want to thank whoever it is used one of my affiliate links down below. I got a notice that somebody bought something from the Fat Quarter Shop, and so thank you so much for helping out there. I really appreciate it. I don't know who it is, but whoever you are, thank you so much. You know, I do have some affiliate links down below if you want to use those. That cost you anything, just helps me out financially, helps me, you know, financially. Anyway, but that's it. That's all I got. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate each one of you. Thank you for stopping by. I will be here next week, Lord willing. Happy stitching, everybody. Bye-bye.